In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning. Sorry, grand rising, because this is grand day, and we are rising, and I'm here this morning. What's up, people? Yes, this is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it. Oops, and guess I just dropped my phone. Oops. Oh well, I definitely need my phone, right? But do I really need my phone to go into the show? No. So, good morning, everybody. Oh, I think I do need my phone to invite my friends and everybody in. So, hold on one moment. Oh, let's say good morning to the panelists. While I'm going to get the phone, I see Dad Mentality in the building. Yay. What's up, Beast? And I see Lee in the building. Yay. What's up, Lee? Stepdaddy. I see all of them people in the building. Before I bring them on, they home. Sea Moss, Shades of Blue. Great book. Right now, we got a special going on with the Molly Moss Sea Moss. Get some Sea Moss in your book so you start feeling better. Y'all see how vibrant and how good I feel and I look today? Y'all see me?
See you.
That's because I take care of my body with the good sea moss. Rodney, you gotta get your sea moss, man. Y'all better get it before the snow comes. That's all I'm saying. Because every time I get moisture outside, I eat my sea moss. I got to take it every other day. I'm being honest. And I drink with my turmeric and the lemon, the Molly infused. It makes me feel better, honey. Yes, it does. Put it in some hot tea. Make you a hot toddy. Put that sea moss in there. It'll melt right on down. And you sip, and boost your immune system. That's what it's going to do. I tell you what, you take sea moss for Molly, how long is it? 1 week or 2 weeks straight? Won't you see the difference? You'll definitely see the difference in your energy level. Your sleep pattern will change and everything. So definitely, yes. So how you been, Beast? Look, I ain't been seeing you in a minute. How's everything going?
I needed that sea moss because I had the flu. And I was out for a while. Yeah, that flu is mean right now. I'm telling you, I don't wish it upon nobody. But, I still had to suck it up and do a couple episodes of my show, but I didn't want to, I was like, until I get where I feel very close to 100%, I was just, but I was listening, y'all been off the chain. It's been a very active show. I was like, y'all wilding out here.
Please don't say nothing about being off the chain, baby. Oh my word! And it was not. Who was wilding it? Who was you talking about? Be specific.
My man JoJo. I'll tell you, my man JoJo was out there. He was out there wilding. I loved it though. You know, his energy. It was what it was. But you know, it was great. It was great watching. So I was like, I'm glad I don't got to be the host and try to control what was going on. It was a lot going on. But you held it down. You held it down. So you know, I enjoyed it. It is what it is. JoJo, my man. I'll always be Team JoJo. I don't care what he be saying.
We all love JoJo too, but right now JoJo need a break. He getting himself together and everything.
Hey, man.
That's my man. It's my man, 50 grand and everything.
It's all good, but everything been good. The show I've been still do once a week. I broadcast on Tuesday. We just did a show called Dad Womantality. I had three female guests on there who talked about self-care and the difference. We talked about the difference between what self-care looks like between men and women, especially black men and black women.
I would have came on.
I know you would have came on. Unfortunately, I had already had this in the works, so you know, the three females were very specific for specific reasons. You know what I'm saying? But I still want to get you on for sure. You know, I still do, 100%. But it's a very good episode. So if you got some time, anybody got time, I'm telling you, listen to it. We really broke down, you know, the difference between men and women and what self-care looks like and what is important. You know, we even broke in a little bit into relationships and being healthy in those and things like that. So it was a real good show. The three young ladies are very close friends of mine, and my wife even came and joined us in the show later on, and you know, it was a very great show. We're going to do a part 2 because we only got into about I think 2 or 3 questions. I had so many more questions and aspects, so we're going to do a part 2 of that. This week we're doing depression. So this week I have Sergeant Jamil Garrett. He is a drug and mental health specialist. He's coming in, and we're going to talk about depression. We're going to talk about how it affects us, how we as black people, and how and as men specifically, we don't go to the doctor. We don't see a therapist, and a lot of times we don't even know we're depressed. Like, because we counter our depression with all kinds of different things, whether it be acting out, whether it be drinking, whether it be, you know, anger, or just, you know, going out and, like they say, men have that what is it called, midlife crisis, where they go and get a car and buy a car or a motorcycle and go do something stupid and fast and just, you know, spend the money. Those are all signs of depression that we as black men don't deal with. Like, we don't deal with depression. We don't recognize it. We don't know how to deal with it. So we're going to have that conversation on the show. So I'm excited about it. That's coming up this Tuesday. I need to get him
on my show too. Can you get him on my show for Wellness Wednesday? Because that'd be excellent. We need to spread that kind of word far and wide. That needs to go viral, stuff like that. How that, so we can help our black man versus how this mess with Cat Williams is going viral. Stuff like that need to go viral. Anything that does a person some good don't get no play. Anything that's speaking positivity and growth and nourishment to our souls, black and white and brown, color, people of color, men and women, it don't get set ablaze like this stuff do. But that is another gimmick in society. You talk too much positivity, they don't want to hear you. They want to turn you off. So then they bring drama to counteract that. And for some reason, people love other people's pain.
Yeah,
for some reason.
Yeah, evil people. He's very good. Only issue, you know, your show be on when people got work. We got jobs out here. Like, that's another reason why I couldn't show up all the time, because, you know, I'm working. Like, right now, I'm supposed to be working. So, you know,
I'm sorry.
But it's all good. I love your show, though. I listen faithfully. I love everything. You know, I support you and do anything I can, man. But it was a good joint. So
I got 2 shows coming up, people, in March. It's going to be one at the Harbor Hotel on March the 8th. The Rewind Network is coming back. Those are the people that brought you the pink and gray party last year around Valentine's Day. They're coming back in March. And the Gwen Factor is hosting, and she put your girl, I'll be performing. I got 2 back-to-back shows in March the 8th and March the 16th. So if I understand you can't make both, but can you make one of them? One to be right up here at the Harborside Hotel, the ballroom, and then the other show will be in Baltimore, down in Eutaw Street with the Freemasons and all that good stuff. I'm gonna be in Phil Payne's neck of the woods. Good morning, Phil. I see you.
Hey, what do you mean Phil Payne's neck of the woods? In my neck of the woods?
I thought you was from B-More.
Hell no, I'm from DC.
I'm sorry.
That shit to me, what you talking about?
Hey, one thing we don't like is be confused with people from Baltimore. You from
Well, hell no.
County, you don't want no parts of that. I still don't like Baltimore. I don't go to Baltimore at all.
Shit, I don't even like Quavo.
I was in Baltimore. I lived in Baltimore. It's a scary place.
Yeah, well,
okay.
Every time I've been to Baltimore, I never had a good experience, and I ain't gonna. That's all I got to say.
Well, I've had some good experiences. I wasn't in the hood.
Yeah, well,
I've had some good experiences.
You want to hear the story? I can tell you real quick, but
Yeah.
Last time I was in college. I was going to Bowie State, and we went out and party. We went to back this. This was DC. I think the club was DC. Oh shit!
Wait a minute. Hold on, Phil. Somebody's phone got feedback. Everybody mute your mic except for Rodney. Yeah. Everybody mute your mic, so he can tell the story. Go ahead, Beast.
All right, so we want to party, and so I went back to my dorm, and we still up. It's like 2 a.m. We still up. We still want to party, and this one dude from Baltimore was like, "Hey, yo, well, I know a club in Baltimore. It stay open until 6 a.m." And I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Yeah, it's only about a 40-minute drive, and plus you can drop me off at my grandmother's house. I'll show you what's that, and I'll give y'all $20." We was like, "Sweet." So we drive to Baltimore. We already high on life, chilling. He get there, $20. He goes, "Yeah, the club's right around the corner." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So we go around the corner. It's 4 of us. We, like I said, we had already been partying and drinking. We walk inside, run straight to the bar. When we get in there, this joint is off the chain. I'm talking about it's motherfuckers everywhere in the corner party. I mean, this joint is lit. So we like, yo, this is great. So we asked the bartender, and you see the bartender's a little how would I say, eccentric. And we was like, all right, that's cool. Next thing you know, we look at the next bartender, and I'm like, yo, how come every female in here is 6 foot? So we started looking around. Meanwhile, my boy, as soon as he got in, he got dragged out on the dance floor. He's dancing with this young lady. So we like, yo, this John live. And then we started looking around. And I was like, these are a lot of big bitches in here. Jesus. So then after a while, you get that one flash of light, and you're like, hold up, that's a dude. Then you turn around, look at the bartender, you're like, hold up, that's a dude too. Like, hold up. There ain't nothing but dudes in here. So he sent us to, I think it was called the Paradox back then or whatever was the joint. And it was a gay club. And we was in the joint, My man who was dancing with the chick, who was a dude, was sitting there dancing with. We ain't say nothing to him. We sat there and drunk our drink, blah, blah, blah. Because we ordered our drink. So we sat there and drunk our drink. Next thing you know, the young lady got her hands down his pants. So we still don't say nothing to him. He thinking he having the best day of his life. He comes back over to us. He was like, yo, she just was touching my joint. And I was like, then we took him, we grabbed him, just look around for a little bit. So then he started looking around, and then he realized that shit, he just got jerked off by a dude. So that was we packed that stuff up and left. That wasn't the party we was looking for. Nothing against that. Right? Nothing against that. But we definitely we finished our drink. Yeah, we left. And that's why I didn't want to go back to Baltimore since, because every time I get put in the wrong places. So that's just my story right there. There we go.
But Tall Tale Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, the Beast. I tell you, he was duped. He was in the like on Police Academy. He was in the Blue Oyster. You remember how they would always turn around and they be dancing? He got duped.
Yeah, we still make fun of my boy. He's the only one that got beat off by a man that I know. So that isn't in the closet. Yeah, that I know of.
Well, we got a video up, and we're going to check this video out. Let's get some feedback. Go ahead, Molly. Hit it.
Husband of a 39-year-old woman who died just 12 hours after giving birth to her second child is suing the hospital after he said doctors let his wife bleed to death because of the color of her skin. He said there's a culture in these hospitals where women of color are not treated the same as white women. And there's no doubt in my mind that if my wife was a white woman, she'll still be alive today. When we walked into this hospital, we expected it to be one of the happiest days of our lives. Instead, it was sloppy. Instead, my wife was butchered. Even the head of labor and delivery looked at what happened to my wife and said, I've never seen a C-section completed in 17 minutes. I think that was way too fast. And despite all the signs that my wife was laying in that hospital bed, bleeding to death, they ignored her. They said that my wife was not their main priority. When my wife died, they found 90% of her blood in her stomach, and her bladder had been cut in half due to the botched C-section. The husband of a 39-year-old woman who died just 12 hours after giving birth to her second child.
Wow. That's hard to hear. I'm gonna say my thoughts for last because I know how it can happen. Phil, what do you got to say on this?
I'm gonna ask him how it feels to own a hospital.
Well, let me tell you something.
I'd sue everybody, including the janitor.
If it's in Maryland, you're only going to get $650,000 in malpractice suit as of now. When did they pass that law? A few years ago. As of Maryland, it's a cap. They're putting a cap telling you how much your life is worth, even if the doctor do mess up. And that is $650,000 in the state of Maryland. Now, if you in DC or Pennsylvania, as an attorney told me, you be a millionaire. But if you in Maryland, good old Mason-Dixon line, got you. Nope. You don't own no hospital offer only $650,000.
That's crazy.
It's unfortunate. Lee, what you got to say?
On that last part that you put in there, the Mason-Dixon line is in DC. Maryland is south of
Mason-Dixon line. Mason-Dixon line, no, in Pennsylvania.
It's right behind the Washington Monument. That line is right there. That goes straight through there. Now Maryland is
south. I was saying that we in South. I was saying Maryland is still considered Southern state. It's South.
Maryland is Southern state.
All of this is still Southern, including Virginia. I'm still Southern. I'm in Virginia. That's still Southern.
I was
I think those are state laws. Those aren't what they call.
Lee, get on the topic. We don't care about the Mason-Dixon line. We're talking about what happened to this lady. We still down south is basically what I'm saying. But go ahead. What happened to the lady?
They do that. They do that. They've done that in several states, like in Kentucky. Allow black people to die, just burn out because they want the body parts. If they can do it and get healthy body parts, yes, they will do it. It's a scary situation, but certain black people, we have certain things in our bodies. Each and every individually, we have certain enzymes, certain chemicals in our body that heals them. So yeah, if they found it in there, yeah, you can look for that person to be gone. You got to realize all of those bodies that they dug up behind that jail, they were empty. They had no body parts.
Lee, don't talk about that story because we got that later. We want to bring that in later.
It's one big thing. So they let her die. Her blood is in there, but the body parts are still good. So him as a person, yes, he's going to sue them, but you don't know where it was and how. Phil, I agree. How do it feel to own a hospital?
Okay. Dad mentality, Rodney, what you say on this?
Well, I mean, I feel it's a sad story. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of crazy, and that's why you gotta be, you gotta be aware of where you're going too. I mean, I don't know. When my wife was giving labor, we definitely checked out the hospitals beforehand. The maternity wards, my wife knew the doctor. This wasn't. I kind of find it odd, that I guess the research wasn't done beforehand. But I don't know. It's just weird because
a lot of stuff missing with this story.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, it does happen. I mean, I do believe that it does happen. If you go to, I've heard of people not getting the right care, especially in when they go to emergency rooms or things like that, especially in low poverty areas and things like that. You're going to get different treatment. I mean, I did when my son was going through stuff. I took him to Georgetown opposed to taking him to Southern Maryland, because it was just a better hospital. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to sit there and take my son to when I have options. I'm going to choose the best care that I can for my son. So, and I had a bad experience in the hospital with my son. My son used to have seizures. And I had a bad experience where it just so happened my son was on the base and they didn't know how to take care of a kid because they used to take care of Army people or military people. And the doctor challenged me and I almost killed the doctor. They had to call the MPs and everything. And I told them, that my son's leaving. And then they told me he can't leave and all this other kind of stuff. I was like, watch. So yeah, it was a huge thing that happened with that. So you just got to be careful because a lot of times these doctors think they know better than you. You got to research. You got to know what's going on with your body, and have a primary care physician because when you go to these emergency rooms, these doctors just treat you with whatever they want to treat you with. So, I don't know. But I mean, yeah, it is sad. And I hope he gets a shitload of money. So that's all I got to say about that.
Like I said, I hope wherever he is, he can do that. But I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret. I have a medical background, so as a person that worked at Howard University Hospital, Georgetown University Hospital, Washington Hospital Center, and other private practices in medical, it's not always the color; it's your insurance, how they treat you as well. Okay, it preference. Your good insurance gets you preference over a lot of stuff. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Felicia. I got to say good morning, Slicky. Good morning, Kenneth. Before I state my comment, I don't want to miss my audience. I'm going to go back and read what they said. It's your insurance a lot of times. That's how they treat you because no matter the color, if you ain't got the right insurance, you ain't going to get proper treatment, proper care. And like you said earlier, you have to have your doctor, your primary care physician. Because if that lady that had her C-section, if the doctor that saw her through her labor was her doctor, that probably wouldn't have happened. You saw and heard him say that the head of the hospital was like, dang, how did that happen? That the guy, whoever botched it, she might have been in labor. They might have just grabbed whoever doctor is on call and on duty. And I hate to say it, certain doctors, is not the hospital all the time, but certain doctors look at us and don't care about us. You know, and that's why you sue the physician for medical malpractice. It's the physician. So certain doctors don't give a flip flying care about you, and that's the truth. And that's from somebody who been in that experience with the doctors, with insurance, and who worked in that background and seen a whole lot of stuff. And like Felicia said, she said, "I don't know why y'all shocked." What's her exact comment? Let me read it because I did see it. Felicia said, "Good morning, everyone." She said, "I still don't know why people are shocked by the mistreatment of other people of color." You don't know why? I mean, well, it's still like, wow, over and over again. These same stories mimic each other over and over again. That's the world go around. It's a vicious cycle. When are we going to stop? Let me see. She said, "Shout out to the Morning Mac Show." Who's this? Ron G. Hey, Ron G. Shout out to the Morning Malpractice. Yep, but you got to look up the malpractice statute of limitations and the limits in different states. Like I said, DC, you ain't got no limit. You can sue they ass off in DC. Pennsylvania, you can sue the ass off. Virginia, I think it's 2-point-something million. They got a cap on in Virginia, 2-point-something million. But in DC, no cap. Pennsylvania, no cap. Maryland, your state of Maryland, this is what y'all voted in, people. And it changed. $650,000. That's the amount you're going to put on a life for the medical malpractice. It's sickening. How you going to tell me how much my life is worth? But they did, and we allowed it because we voted this stuff in legislation. When y'all go to vote, y'all don't pay attention to that other stuff because the roll-ups are important. Because this is the year of voting. When y'all go to vote, y'all don't pay attention to all that other stuff. This law, this law, that. We're going to put this and this and this and this. And you just click. And this is what we did a great justice to ourselves by putting a cap on that. Why? Because the insurance companies is in the pockets of these politicians, or should I say vice versa. It's all corrupt. And that's my spill on that.
So while you was talking, I just Googled it real quick. It is now 2023 is 875,000 in Maryland. Is the max, is the cap.
They won up.
875,000 is the cap as of 2023.
And it's 3 million in Virginia.
and millions in other places. So why would they put a cap on your life? They went up 200. They went up 225,000. They went up. Now it's 875.
In Maryland, the max for wrongful death is $1,056,250. That's if you die. So if you die, the most you can get is $1 million, basically. Or your family. Again, that's crazy.
And again, I was in there, and I was trying to sue from 2014, 2015. So this was it was 2024. So 10 years ago, it was 650,000. Because I sat in that chair and I cried. I cried my little eyes out because the oops of a doctor messed me up. The bacteria got in my body, and because my medical treatment far exceeded the $650,000 cap, Althea McFarlane got nothing. I was just a guinea pig for the devil. You know, that's really sad. Isn't that sad? You ain't gonna get no justice. There ain't no justice. Thank you for the rest of my life to that doctor. And I used to have harbor so much hate for that doctor, and I used to wish death on him. I used to say, whoever that did that surgery, I can't remember his name, but it was some Indian doctor, Indian name. And you trying to tell the people, oh, this is what's happening. I know what's happening to me. And then when they put you under the anesthesia, like, yeah, okay, whatever. Then you woke up damaged, right? And then they gone. I didn't see that surgeon anymore. And then the hospital, good old doctors was trying to release me to home care. If I would have went home, I would have died. So, don't, I was going through all of that hell. 6 months in the nursing home, went through hell. And for them to tell you it happened, then they said, well, at least Baltimore saved your life. See, Baltimore Hospital, University of Maryland in Baltimore was a damn good hospital. They saved, it was just like state of the art. Everything was modern. They was on top of me. And I thank God that the doctors that messed me up, but he had someplace special and waiting for me. And they treated me like a queen. All of my doctors, I kid you not, they were young, they were vibrant, they were young black men and young white women and white men. All of my doctors at University of Maryland Medical Facility in Baltimore, top notch. I don't know what it is now. This was 10 years ago, but they were
Baltimore's the bomb. That's a trauma center. That's one of the best trauma centers on the East Coast. Yeah.
They was excellent. It was even better than Johns Hopkins. I was in there like it was something out of house. I was like, oh, look at this. Oh, look, my family can tell you. Look, Misha, she was on the show. She could tell you. Sharon could tell you because they was dead. They was like, dang, look at this hospital. That's the first time I seen a hospital with an escalator to the next floor in it. They got like that at Holy Cross now, but it was John Hopkins. It was beautiful. And I'm like, ooh, in my room, awesome, immaculate, clean. And them nurses, they were so attentive to me. That's how I live. Thank you, University of Maryland. All right, Molly, we got the next video set up. Whew.
You all right over there? Got all excited? You got to calm down. Take a breath. It's all right. We glad you're here.
It is.
Community
what's Felicia saying?
So fucking dysfunctional that they won't even allow children to be children. This is why niggas up here that suffer from this stigma, they don't even know they suffer from this stigma. I could be sitting here right now in this Kenzo hoodie, $400-some hoodie with a Yankee fitted hat on, and some ass ignorant Negro will tell me you dress like a child. A child is not supposed to dress like this. The only reason you think that is because you ignorant ass Negroes in the hood be trying to dress your children like adults. So you've gotten used to your children walking around wearing Jordans, whatever type of jeans you want to put them in, Evisu, whatever the fuck, polo shirts, all of that. Those children ain't supposed to be wearing that shit. The black community is so fucking dysfunctional that they won't even allow children to be children.
Wow. Woo, woo, woo. Dad mentality. We go you first. What you say?
Well, I don't have that experience with my children. I mean, yeah, I do buy Jordans, but I mean, it ain't like I'm buying them the $300 pair of Jordan. I'm buying them the ones that's on clearance for that week. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I understand what he's saying. I've seen some kids out there that are like that, but I don't look down upon it. I mean, you do what you do. Whatever you do is whatever you do. I'm not going to sit there and say that just because you dress your child this way or whatever the case may be. Now, I do believe, when it comes to a young lady, sometimes that parents need to be aware and not letting them wear things that, they should be wearing as a woman, not as a child. So, I mean, but I don't really I don't even know people who do that. So it's really hard for me to I guess criticize. I'm not trying to criticize because I don't. Well, do what you do, man. As long as you're raising your kid high, if you got the money and you're trying to and you want to, and the thing about it is a lot of people are dealing with their own anxiety. Like for instance, if you were a person that didn't have nice things when you were a child, then when you have your child, you want to put nice things on them. And, I can respect that both ways. You know what I'm saying? Both ways I can respect it. Now it becomes when you make materialistic things more important, then that's when it to me it's an issue. When the material items become more important than their education or more important than paying a bill. You know what I'm saying? If you buying them a Jordan but you can't pay an electric bill, then what's up? I'm here.
I mean, wrap it up. I should have told everybody we're timing a response for 2 minutes. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. All right. It's all good. I'm done. That was it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Nah,
Phil, I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what Rodney's saying. Phil, what's your response?
I mean, I don't even know exactly what's going on, man. You dress a child like a child. I ain't gonna send my son out looking like no thug, but on the other hand, it's not what I put on his body, it's what I put in his head. So it is what it is, but we get all bummed out on some of the wrong things, man. Appearances outside, man. We gotta worry about what we doing on the inside. So, I mean, I don't know what my man's issue was, but, apparently he got one with the way the kid was dressing, man. You want to dress your son in a hoodie, man. I don't mind my son wearing a hoodie, as long as his ass ain't got on a ski mask running up in 7-Eleven and shit. So, I mean, it is what it is, So I don't know what my man was talking about for real. He got some issues with some shit, but that's on him. But sometimes we concentrate on the wrong things and shit. It is important how you dress your kids. But you can dress your kids, with the most fly shit on, but then they ain't working on shit, they ain't doing shit, they just sitting there looking good, but don't know shit. I'd rather my son look like shit but know some shit. So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean,
okay, Lee,
dress them how you want.
What you got to say about this, Lee?
I bought my kids high-tech boots when they was like $100 back in the day. They're like $200 now. They didn't have Jordans, but they had we had Jack Purcells and stuff like that. That was like $15, $20, and Jocks was like $30. If you dressed them accordingly, and a Michael Jackson jacket was like $32. So if you bought it, but your kid was smart, you gave them a paper route or gave them something that they could earn some money to show that this is what they wanted. So if you just buying it for them and not instilling some type of ethics to get it or some sort of standard that they can go and earn it to make it, and you match it, what are you doing it for? But this guy, he's minding somebody else's business. Let these people do what they do. Unless you're going to help them and teach them, let them parents do what they do. As long as they ain't trying to sell their kids. That's me.
Okay. What I got from the video, this is just my opinion. I think what he was trying to say, and Molly, you can chime in if you feel something different or whatever. I think what he was trying to say is that we're not we're dressing like, and I've seen it, we're dressing our children like little adults instead of dressing them as children. He's saying that a child don't have no business with a $400 hoodie on. He's just gonna go outside, tear it up, and get it dirty, and all of that stuff, right? I guess he's trying to say, let the kids be kids. We are the parents. We put the pressure on the kids to look a certain way, and kids, we feed into that. Kids gotta have this. Kids gotta have that. That's why kids are getting jacked and ripped off for their jackets, for their shoes, and stuff like that. Because you're sending a defenseless little kid out there dressed like $1 million. So of course somebody going to take that child stuff and jack it because that's the time of day that we in. You saw that grown man running around DC, jack that them high school kids for their jackets and stuff like that. Because this jacket costs over $1,000, $1,000 jacked. But and I understand when you want your children to wear something nice, when you want to dress them up and have them go out there looking nice. Yeah, when we going to functions, I'm gonna put you in some nice stuff. When we going out there do our thing, I'll put your Stacey Adams on, put your whatever. But when you just out there going to school, regular day, regular schmegular, like Cardi B would say, dress them kids in the Target specials and them Walmart. Ain't nothing wrong with that because they go, especially little kids, because they're going to tear them up anyway. And ain't no way that a baby should be sporting a thick gold chain or herringbone on no baby. Because y'all seen some babies just to the nines. They that decked out. That's for the parents to show and floss. Because what the hell do a toddler know about some Parasuco jeans or whatever like that? Them babies don't know nothing about nothing. Them babies don't know nothing about nothing. It's for the parents to showing off. Like my baby it's on fleek. My baby got name brand. My baby got this. Do your baby know the ABCs? I'm like, Phil, what's in your mind? Long as your clothes are clean and you look decent and your hair is combed. And I want to add something else. I hate to see mothers out there with their hair beat and their damn child head looking like Winn-Dixie. Y'all all seen it. Y'all seen it as well. The mama looking spot on, but the kids looking like a little couple of Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls. For those of y'all who don't know what Raggedy Ann and Andy is, Google it, look them up. The rag dolls back in the day. And that hurts me more. I would rather look raggedy than having my kids looking raggedy, but society got it backwards. It's just, I think that's what he was trying to say, that we don't prioritize right, that our priorities is in the wrong direction. Molly, let's set the next video up. And these are just our opinions, y'all. Nothing we say is the law. It's just how we feel. And everybody is entitled to feel how they feel. Respectably. I respect you. I respect everything that the panel's saying, and they respect what I say. That's how we hear and listen to one another. And then we go out and figure, how can we change something? Or somebody that might hear what we're saying, say, you know what? They sound right. They're making good sense. Let me trade in these Parasuco jeans and get my toddler 10 new outfits. I don't know the price of the Parasucos because they don't make Parasucos for fat people. So
I don't even think they make Parasucos anymore anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck a Parasuco is.
Man, I bought my wife Parasucos back when we was in high school. Dayton. Shit, that was 20 years ago. They don't make Parasucos no more.
That shit sound like something I take for a cold.
Yeah, Parasucos too tight anyway, man. Yeah, that Parasucos were like those tight ass jeans. Yeah, them Johns.
Rodney, Google it, Rodney, and see if they make Google it.
Oh, I can Google it. Yeah. My wife still got her pair. My wife still got her pair of Parasucos. Still got her. She can't even get that joint around her ankle now.
I thought that, with the way you said it, I thought it was a new name for compression socks or butt or something.
Parasuco jeans. It take your temperature out as well. No, y'all crazy.
Let's see. Don't look like it because the only place you can buy it is on Etsy.
I don't even know what Etsy is.
Etsy. That's like the Japanese joints. This is fake joints. They only got they're not even real Parasucos. Yeah, they got fake Parasucos now. Yeah, they calling them vintage.
Ooh, they got Parasucos.
Vintage Parasuco jeans. Yeah, nah, they don't make them no more.
Molly, next video.
We gotta get you some Parasucos. Cover up that one butt cheek.
Exactly.
As you see this popular juicing brand Evolution that has celery, spinach, kale, and lemon. Stay with me. One, you should not be juicing kale or spinach because Kale is a goitrogen, and what do goitrogens do? Goitrogens disrupt and disturb thyroid hormonal function. So you have to steam these foods in order to cook the goiter out of them. 2, you should not be eating raw spinach or juicing spinach because it's an anti-nutrient. It will rob the body of iron. That's why 90% of people are anemic right now. You have to cook the phytic acid out of it before you consume it because it doesn't want to be eaten. And 3, you should not be mixing celery with citrus because it creates something called cyanide, which is a poison that suffocates the cells of oxygen. I know you heard Dr. Sebi talk about it a lot. Now that is juicing 101. Now download my 3-for-1 bundle deal on eBay so that way you can know proper nutrition and healthy juicing recipes. Like this video, sure, I'm checking out.
Okay, now that I found interesting about that because a lot of those green goddess juices and those juices telling you to mix. Rodney, you could Google it for me. Mix celery and lemon. They put celery and lemon in them things. And this man just clearly told you if you juice celery and lemon, it makes cyanide. It suffocates the cells. Okay, I did some research behind it, and he was correct. And then the goitrogens, what that mean? You know how they tell you to eat celery, eat kale and eat all this cauliflower, eat the greens raw. That's supposed to be good for you raw. Well, not everything is good for you raw. Sometimes you got to cook.
That's what I told my wife.
The stuff out of it. And I was like, wow, you ain't supposed to eat raw spinach and raw kale. But look how many of us do. You're supposed to at least saute that junk to cook the goitrogens out of it. And I was like, oh man, I got to get the book 101 so I can start juicing healthy and putting the right stuff together to make a better day. Did y'all know any of this stuff, Lee, Phil?
It shit ain't important.
I didn't know about spinach, but I'm glad.
What you say, Lee?
I started laughing. Feel some shit. That shit ain't important to me.
Okay. Well,
man, I'm sorry. I cook my food anyway.
What you say, Phil?
I said I'm fat. I cook my food anyway, so I ain't doing that shit.
Well, I started doing the juicing thing, and I was about to make a side note because I sure enough had juice the celery and the lemon, so now I know I'm not juicing them together no more. I'll do the cucumbers, the green apple, and the celery. I'll do that together, but I do my lemons when I do my citrus clean. Because lemon is good for your stomach and your digestive system, just like with raw ginger. I took the raw ginger and I peeled that joke and I chopped it up and I boiled it. If I had my sea moss with me, I would have got better sooner. I boiled it and boiled the lemon and put turmeric, a little turmeric in man, and it helped get the inflammation out of me. And I'm thankful for that. Certain foods that we eat, that's why we need to eat certain foods to get the certain nutrients in it, because we don't get it on the regular day-to-day stuff.
But I eat it the way it's supposed to be eaten, on a plate and cooked. I don't need to do my shit, you know.
Not like a rabbit.
You know, exactly.
Only thing I'm juicing is bacon. That's it. That's the only thing I juice.
You gonna drink bacon juice? That ain't nothing but fat.
You say that bacon grease for other things, man. You use that bacon grease, man. Put it in your cabbage. You put it in your cabbage. You can put it in your what you call it? Yeah, that's the only thing I'm juicing is my bacon. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I sit there and take all that stuff. I put it in cabbage. I put it in a lot of stuff.
Greens.
You know, the greens.
Speaking of the greens,
that's what I'm juicing.
Y'all know Misha. She made this green goddess salad. She bought me some of it. It's cabbage. You can eat cabbage raw. We eat coleslaw all day. It's cabbage, and I got to tell her don't be mixing the celery. I don't know if she put celery in it or not, but she did. The dressing was made with lemon juice. It was cabbage, lemon juice. She said she put a handful of spinach in there, vinaigrette. Oh gosh, and rice wine. Oh no, rice wine vinegar, rice wine, a tablespoon of that, and olive oil to make the dressing on the salad. It doesn't taste pretty bad, but you know it's a vegan salad. So I said, well, I'm gonna have to go to a non-vegan salad. It reminded me of a Caesar salad, but with cabbage. It tasted pretty good. She had the little cilantro in there, put a little hint of the fresh diced jalapeno pepper. It was all fresh, it's good. It had a good feel, but something was missing. I said, girl, you missing some salt and some Parmesan cheese. She said, no, this is supposed to be a healthy vegan diet. I said, well, I can't go vegan. I need some Parmesan cheese on this to add the salt and get this salad exactly what it needs, because that lemon and that rice wine vinegar got that junk twangy in the mug. I'm like, I need some.
The only time I eat a salad is if it's on top of a burger. That's the only way.
Or if your steak is diced up on top of the salad, like with Chipotle. I mean, you know, I like that.
That's the only time I'm eating a salad. I ain't messing with none of that vegan. I tried vegan for a week and it was miserable. I was like, yeah, I'm done with that. I had headaches all week and everything.
We did it for a whole month. Some people dropped off and then it got back on, and some people like broke it. And I did it for a whole 28 days, 4 weeks, went without meat. I take it back. We could cheat on Saturday and Sunday, but Monday through Friday, Molly had us eating just vegetables, however you want it. And on Saturday and Sunday, if you choose to, you can choose to eat, just no meat. But Molly set up the next video, and it was hard because I was busy thinking of food to eat. To recipes. That's because I didn't have a lot of recipes. Probably if I had a lot of recipes, I could have did a lot more things, but I didn't have the vegan recipe cookbook.
Yeah, it's a lot of prep work into doing vegan.
Yes.
Too, so.
Yes, and it's expensive because fruit and vegetables cost money. Let's see the next video. What you got, Molly?
Emotionally damaged people are always sexually promiscuous. Let me say this again. If you are traumatized, if you are emotionally damaged, you are promiscuous. And do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation from others. You married to a woman who's been traumatized, abuse, abandonment, whatever. When you're not around her for too many days, she has to entertain another man. Because her trauma dictates constant validation. And constant validation means I must have a man in my personal space. You ever date a woman who was crazy about you? She absolutely loved you, so you thought. It was really addiction.
Yeah.
When you finally let her go, when you finally got her to stop stalking you, she ended up with another man like that. And your ego took a hit. You said, wait a minute. I know that woman was crazy about me. Climbed in my window, came to my. You understand? She was she was crazy about your presence in her life. And the minute you distance yourself from her life, she found a replacement without a problem. Emotionally damaged people are promiscuous because they cannot go without constant validation. They need emotionally damaged people are always sexually promiscuous.
Well, my opinion on that, Dr. Omar tripping. Dr. Omar is tripping. Good morning to the contractor, because that was Dr. Omar, right?
Yeah, Dr. Omar. What's up, Phil?
What's up, bro?
Everything he said.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, bro?
He's saying hi. Contractor saying hi to everybody. everything he said was not on point. Everything he said, I disagree. By being an emotional damaged person, everybody's not the same. So everybody's emotional baggage is going to be different and how you handle it. And that's crazy. I know people that's SA. I noticed that a lot of them become either promiscuous or change sexual partners. I noticed that a lot. If they're not promiscuous, they like, I don't want to deal with women that's been SA. If they not promiscuous, then they're going on the other side. It's like, I don't even want to deal with men. And then some of them love it up. Those are the people that I know that's been SA. I've been in a lot of type of groups because I was in therapy and stuff like that. So you come across a lot of people and a lot of people's stories, right? But what Dr. Omar saying, that's not all the time true. Just because a woman is emotionally damaged does not mean that she's going to be promiscuous. Do not mean that she's going to need that type of validation. It may mean that you a stalker, you know, and you love this person so much and you didn't want to let him go. I stalked a couple of people, but it wasn't because I was emotionally damaged, but I didn't stalk them. I stalked them on Get Back. I'm like, oh, okay, I done did this for you and you want to do that? Yeah, okay. Boom, it's on. So my stalking was a vengeful sort of stalking. It wasn't a stalking, oh, you left me, you leave me. I was like, okay, go on, get along, Gizzard, but take this with you while you at it. You ain't just going to use me and then leave me easily. You're going to feel some type of damage somewhere too, partner. See, that was a different type of emotional. Like I said, I'm a different type of person. So that was the old me. That was the old me. That was 30 years ago, 20. You know, that was yesterday. Old me. That was.
I don't know. Them emotions seem real fresh. I'm just saying.
That's why I've been celibate for over 2 years. So if I was emotionally damaged, I'd have been freaking everybody. But I don't. I mess with everybody, but that's about it. I don't need all that other stuff. Too much work. Ron G, you know, so, and you ain't seen me on the news lately. See? So it has not been me.
I'm trying to figure out who was you stalking. I want to go deeper into that. Let's go. Let's see what that was about. I'm curious. Who was you stalking? Who'd you get back on?
My son's father.
Oh, okay.
That was Patty.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to pay for no diapers. You don't want. He never pay child support, but he had to get some tires changed, some locks replaced, or some damage, a little damage.
Make sure the statute of limitations are over.
You right. You know, I almost got kicked out of National Airport. Almost got banned. And then once I told them the story, they was like, get him. You know, I'm like, yeah. See, I did crazy stuff. You know, I was a cyber terrorist. I knew everything about the Joker. And then, you know, it was just something that we was going through at the time. I'm like, yeah. But I'm glad that I'm over that type because
me too.
I was stupid. I mean, when I say stupid, I did reckless and dangerous stuff, not caring about the consequences back then. You know, I was foolhardy. Just because you think you brave and you jumping out there, don't mean you brave. It's such a thing called foolhardy. So, yeah, contractor.
I'll go back to the contractor. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, most women do that. Where it started, y'all just be letting random dudes skeet in you, and then it don't go how you want it to go. Then you want to get payback. You know what I mean? Most women do that now. Women starting to feel it. Look at Taraji going after Oprah. You signed the contract and agreed to it after you did it. Now you want to go after her. It's petty.
If me and this man lived together, we had a child together, and you left me holding your bag and your seed, and I became very vengeful.
Hold up. Did you make him marry you first?
Uh-oh.
I was stupid.
Nah, that ain't. I didn't ask you. Did you make him marry you first? Yes or no?
No, I did not.
All right, so that's your fault then. That's your fault. Because look, check this out. If you go into the hospital and you say you're a doctor, they ain't gonna let you start doing surgery until you qualify for that. You gotta prove to them that you are able to handle that level of responsibility. These women be out here letting everybody nut in them, then afterwards you got all these different feelings when you could have had an abortion or not even got pregnant. They got 36 forms of birth control. So if you don't want to get pregnant, you don't have to get pregnant. And I know a lot of females. Huh?
This was 30 years ago.
But they still doing it to this day, though. They still doing it to this day. I know my homeboy was telling me about this chick that he got her pregnant. Well, his homeboy got her pregnant, and he knows she was pregnant, and she went and got an abortion. And they ain't tell him because he ain't got no job. So why you fucking him then? That shit still go on.
The same reason why men screwing these women, putting their little ding-a-lings in the women.
It don't count when we do it because we don't get pregnant.
Why you thinking it don't count?
Because
you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Nah, we don't get stuck with the kid. You gotta carry it and have it. We don't have no parts of that.
So because you don't carry it, just because you don't carry it and have it, you can walk away from your responsibility like that? Is that what you're saying?
I ain't saying that, but
what he's saying is no, women don't know what they're having sex with these dudes or these dudes that ain't shit when you was having sex with them, and now you're pregnant by him, and you expect for him to be shit. He wasn't shit when you got with him.
Thanks, bro. What's your name, bro? What's your name, bro?
Rodney is my name, man. Rodney's my name.
Yeah, see? Thank you, bro.
So, and I understand exactly what he's saying, and I mean, it's the truth, and the thing is that we have to embrace women, and us being fathers, and we talk about this, and I definitely talk about this with my daughter, is that we have to teach our daughters and our women that yo, you can't just give it up to anybody. You're precious. You are precious, and what you're giving up, you got to remember. Here's one thing I say: a man is giving you something outside. A woman is inviting you inside. Right. So therefore, if you are letting somebody inside of you, then you should know what's going inside of you. Just like you, whatever you eat, you know what you eating. You know what you're doing. You should know what's going inside of you. And if you don't know it, you just letting anything in there, then that's what's going to happen. And you ain't going to have shit at the end. You know what I'm saying? That dude ain't going to be shit. You got to know. You got to have more value for yourself to not let just any nigga hit it. And especially one that ain't going to be with you. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to take, you have to be responsible for that.
I agree 100%. Lee, what do you say? See, that's what I didn't love myself back then. I didn't know, and I thought I was in love with him. See, the hindsight is 2020. But everybody plays the same thing. Sometimes.
All women say the same thing.
I can only speak for this woman.
They all say the same thing and all got the same outcome. So you don't even learn from each other.
Who? Well, I'm only half, so I don't know who you talking about.
I'm just saying, like, because when we talking about problems and solutions, we can't get personal. We just gotta.
Okay, you don't give me a chance.
Lee, go ahead. Say what you said, Lee.
Did I pause too long again? Okay, I don't know who he's talking about. I'm 3/4 of the male. So, and you and I, contractor, we've had this conversation of rotten women and rotten men because that's how I end up with y'all women. So I'm saying it like this right here. I do have a daughter. I do. And I didn't really know this guy. We were just hanging out. We worked together. We did construction work. But shortly after, when he found out that I had a kid by him, he wanted to get married. See, that's the difference between some men and when they want something, they know what they want.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want him. I didn't mean for that to happen. I woke up to this. So other than that, I don't have no ill nothing about no man or woman other than, can I cuss one time?
You can cuss.
Man, okay. I want to say thank you to the broke pussy bitch that broke my heart. And look at me now. But see, I taught my kids, because my wife had kids, my past had kids, and I would tell those girls that it's biblical. Your body is a temple. Whatever man you mess with, and he's been out there having unprotected sex or whatever, whoever he was with, he put those, each one of those demons went inside this woman. It basically pertains back to what you said. What goes in. Then this woman ended up with these sins that this man is carrying around. Now she's transporting it everywhere, be it STDs or whatever. It is what it is. Now you're walking around with a bag of sins in your gut, and you can't release it. Now, when you have that child, all of those seeds that went in there each one of those DNAs, as you said, those babies are still in, those cells are still inside that woman, and that kid is carrying cells from different men that you've had. Believe it or not, you can't dish all of that out the bloodstream.
I believe you, but I'm just shaking my head like, dang.
But that's just the way I see it.
Good morning.
We see you, Bubakar.
Hello.
We getting ready to get to Phil, and then we're gonna get to you.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you good. Yeah. Good morning, Bubakar. Phil, what you got to say? Well, what they say? Can I get a reader? Because there's a lot of comments coming in. A reader, READER. Rodney, can you see the comments?
Where is it?
Yeah, I see the comments.
I Ron G.
I got you.
We're going to get Phil's opinion on what's been said.
Man, real quick.
Go ahead, let's Phil. Come on, y'all.
I'm gonna be real quick because I'm not letting the chicks off the hook either, because they know what they dealing with. They know the nigga wasn't shit when they were fucking them, and then once shit kicks up, they expect him to be shit. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. I ain't saying that that's in every case either, but I mean, and saying you get what you got is wrong too. But sometimes, you pet a snake and shit and bite you, you forget that shit was a snake.
Yeah.
I wish it was different, but that's kind of how it is.
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Yeah, and that's sad. Maury done got rich off of people going and check their DNA. That shouldn't be.
Okay.
Well,
you'll go.
Well, now I sort of got what Lee was saying. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I sort of got what Lee was saying, and though it started to sound like a whole nother religion. It's called soul ties. It's called soul ties. What you alluding to was called soul ties. When you sleep with someone, you sleep with everybody that slept with prior. I don't know about the DNA left for you, but it's part of everybody else's soul that's attached to her. When you sleep with someone, that's what you're sleeping with. Every guy she slept with is who sleeping with, and every woman you slept with is who she's sleeping with. It's called soul ties. So far as women, I mean, some women out here for the trap. Yes, that's true. Some of you women out here talking about, look, belly the condom off. I don't do that. I'm allergic. Bullshit. That's how the disease is getting around, and also that's her trap trying to get a baby, you know, and a paycheck, which is horrible. And fellas, come on, man, you know better. Like, put a rubber on it, you know. And I don't know, but some people at the end of that or whatever. You know, good luck on your pullout game. That's all I can say. But it's a terrible thing that, you know, because once you have this baby, y'all tied together now for the next 18 or 21 years, whether you believe it or not. Yeah, exactly. And you know, it depends what kind of woman too. She might be with CSI. She will find you. So don't think you're gonna run. You know what I'm saying? And now all the women, it's not always like that. I got 2 buddies that took care of their babies, sons of babies. The mother just left them and moved on and left the kid with them. So it's not always the kid. It's always not always left to the woman. Because I know 2 fellas that raised both of them niggas raised their babies by themselves. One of them, I was in court when we first started hanging out together. He had to go to court, and I'm with him. I'm 15. His daughter 5 years old. I'm left with the daughter, and I got to try to figure out. He give me numbers to try to take the girl in case to his peoples in case he get locked up. That's one of my best friends to the day. His daughter now is like almost 30. But that being said, it's not always the case where the woman's left with the child. So, you know, just having babies is responsibilities, man. You know, it's not a game.
Yeah. And Felicia said, she said, I feel that when you are not married, the responsibility is on the woman that goes into and what comes out of her body. So you're right. When you married, see, I was y'all got to make some good sense, but I thought I was in love. Oh, I'm in love. Didn't know what love was, but love. It takes some food to learn that love don't love nobody. I had a lot of foolish ways. How it's supposed to go, because this is what you see on TV. I was really whitewashed.
Bubakal said, "How old was you?"
I was young.
That's not the age.
19.
That's not young.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, you a baby. You was a baby.
Nah, at 19 you are adult. Legally, you are an adult.
Barely.
Legally, but I got a 20-year-old daughter. She was a baby. Trust me.
I didn't know what
you literally feel. Quick question. Were you still at your people's home?
Our grandparents got married at 14, 15 years old and stayed together for 50 years.
Yeah, but the society back then was more pressure to get married as opposed to now, and there was more families with foundations around them, so it was to do. Nowadays, especially around recent times, that was not the thing to do. They were about trying to be stable. Exactly. Being married also is benefits of being married. Yeah.
And your life expectancy
we're going to make it a
years old too. So, you know, everything was relevant.
And people was out working by that time too with the grandparents. 14, 15, nigga, you had a full-time job. You know what I'm saying?
I had 2 jobs. But let me tell you, contractor, this how green I was. We was friends. We was friends, and he told me that he was going blind, and he said that he needed somebody to come stay there because he's scared he was going blind, and if he go blind, he knew that I loved him, and he wake up, knew that he'd be okay, even if he did go blind. He did the okie doke on me. I was dumb.
You fell for the I'm going blind story, huh?
How old was he?
He was the same age.
How old the kid?
Oh wow! Oh, so he was running the game early.
He was running the game early. He was.
Is that how he originally got his feel on you, Reese? Is that how he originally got his feel on you? Is that how he originally got his feel on you?
Now we understand the game. So next nigga need to tell him they going blind too, deaf and mute. You're like, I'm going to all these things. You know what I need?
Nigga come in there like this.
Nigga can't run that kind of game with me like that no more. On the
You know the new game? The new
There
game.
y'all go, Clown and Reese time. There you go, Clown and me. I was a young, stupid girl. Remember, I was the same stupid girl that those angel dust with the little rays that you saw after grass was grass. I was literally for Duke. You know, Blue wasn't that far. I mean, you know, she was growing other ways.
Reese, I can only see when I'm inside you, Reese. I don't know what's going on. I can't. Everything is cloudy until I'm inside you, and I see the light. I can see it, Reese. I can see it, baby.
The new game is dudes saying they dying so they can get close to you.
That man was pulling a Ray Charles. Let me put that on.
He got cancer and all this. Don't know how long he's gonna live. And these bitches be falling for him.
Wait a minute. What you just say, contractor? Repeat
I said
that.
the new game is dudes saying that they dying and they don't know how long they gonna be here, and bitches be falling for it.
I got 3 weeks. I got 3 weeks.
Why they gotta be bitches?
Women, but
why they gotta
not
be
new.
That's
not new. It's not new.
Oh, I'm about to yell upstairs.
You talking?
Hey, baby, I'm going blind.
Oh, niggas been doing that.
Yes, that's been going on since cowboy days.
And these bitches be falling for it.
I'm going blind.
Hey, have you heard this one, Reese? I lost my sense of touch.
You talking?
I need to feel
because that shit is funny.
You talking John Wayne? I learned that shit from John Wayne.
Wow.
He said, "Boy,
I can't see it. Let me taste it."
Is that you up there, Reese? Is that you right there?
Let me take you over to the parlor because if you don't hurry up and get
I can't feel it. Let me taste it.
Wow. And they fall for it. They fall for it.
Reese, the doctor said that because I have so much semen in me, I'm going blind. So I need you to help me because once I release, then all the back up, my eyes can see again. So I need that. Yeah, I got a prescription. I got a prescription, Reese. I got a prescription from the doctor that said that I need to get some pussy so I can see again. So I can see again. My prescription say. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a Carol Burnett skit.
Hey, look. The doctor said at 19, if I don't use it, I will lose it. So please help me, Reese. The doctor said if I don't use it, I will lose it. I don't want it to fall off. Please, an emergency. Come and help me out.
The doctor said I got cataracts.
Keyword, come and help me out.
The doctor said I got cataracts on my dick. I need you to help me see. That's what the doctor said.
I can't see. I'm gonna go all over your house.
He said
the only way this blindness can be cured if I come.
Y'all hear what Felicia said? Read what Felicia said. Somebody, can y'all see what she said?
She said you were too young to be getting game on you. You might have been an adult, but you were too young to peep game. Pretty much, I read that earlier.
Oh shit!
It might have been an adult, but when it came to experience of the world, is where she fell short. She didn't recognize game. It's all good. I'm about to use that shit now on my wife. I'm going right upstairs, be like, baby, I'm blind. Can't see.
I'm blind. I can't see.
I can't see. Man. The doctor said
you gotta wear those glasses like DMC.
I got cataracts in my balls and I need to get them out.
You better get you some spectacles. Put some bifocals on your.
No. How about this? The doctor said I'm having problems seeing, and that's why you called me with that other girl. I thought it was you, baby. She felt like you. She felt just like you. I swore it was you. Good excuse. I like that one. Come out with some blue blockers and shit, walking out the house. Couldn't see, baby. I thought it was you. My bad, the neighbor.
And then when she starts shooting, I can't see either. I'm shooting.
I'm gonna point to the bitch. I'm gonna put
Next video.
there she go.
We got time for another video. We got 9 minutes left to the show.
That's what I'm gonna put to the target.
Good. That's hilarious. I learn something about you every time, Reese. I swear. Every time. Never
Did you finish the book?
Something new.
Did you finish Shades of Blue?
Nah. I'm waiting for
We're
it to
gonna
be.
do a special.
I'm waiting for it to be on
did your wife finish
audiobooks.
Did she finish it?
I'll ask her. I haven't talked to her about it recently.
Phil, did your lady finish it or start reading it yet?
I don't know. I ain't seen her since that night.
Oh shit!
Hey, look. Side note, y'all. I promote this movie. I want y'all to go and promote this movie too. The Book of Clarence. Everybody need to see that. That's a good damn movie. Black producer.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Book of Clarence. That was a damn good movie. That was funny there.
You know,
I want to go.
It was good.
A few months ago, we played the commercial on the show, right? Because we thought, Molly said, is this real? Molly was like, no, this can't be real. We thought it was a short. But you remember that, Molly? Like 6 months ago, we played the short to the movie. And Molly was like, no, they just giving an it was giving their
it was a good movie. It was really good.
It was a real movie, Molly. I told you, Molly.
It's a real movie. It is a real movie. Real movie.
We had it on the show.
Yeah, I saw
that. Was funny.
Yeah, I saw the preview. I saw the previews when I was in Indiana at the movies watching the Color Purple.
The clip.
I said, I got to
Did you get a chance to see Color Purple too?
Yes, I had.
Hey Lee, you saw it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How you like it?
I loved it.
I did too. I loved that. That movie was good. It was a good. I like that. I like that rendition better than the other one.
Well, I like them both because it answered a few questions. If you put them all together, everything is out there. But the person that was sitting next to me, she sang every song that they sang, so she done been to see it like twice, I think. So I don't know.
Well, the lady next to me cried. The lady next to me was crying at the end of the movie. Yeah, lady was crying. I mean, personally, I like the movie. I think the music was had me awoke. I mean, woken like not like the first one I was going to sleep, and also the movie was shot brighter. I think it was just brighter. The first movie was cool. I can't hear myself. What do you think?
We already know your opinion. You thought the musical was great. You love it. We're not going to talk about The Color Purple today. That was on Monday Madness, and that we broke the whole.
Pardon me.
We're not talking
about me.
He liked it. Bubakar liked it. Everybody else said it needs work. Okay, Molly, get to the last video. I'm cutting this shit short.
Damn.
Molly,
video. Man. She got real upset.
Hey, what happened when you run around bus with blind?
I don't know. When people get upset with me for no reason, I got to question shit.
I'm not upset with you, baby. I'm never upset with you. I said we're not talking about The Color Purple no more.
My business. Nobody want my opinion.
You know what happened? It opened up a whole different. No, and that Robbie even laughed about it.
We were just talking about people singing eyeballs. Are you serious right now? We were talking about people balls with cataracts, and now you mad at me for bringing The Color Purple? Okay, my bad. Shit.
I'm not mad at you about nothing, Bubakar. I said we're not going to talk about The Color Purple again. You said you saw it, you loved it, you liked it. Lisa said she loved it, she liked it. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm not getting into no more altercations about The Color Purple. It's the hell, there's a lot that we'll learn about Reese is the girl from another world. She said I'm a girl from another world. No, she didn't.
I just want to know if you got any. Do you still got any like Braille books in your house, or you got rid of all that shit? You know what I'm saying? Anything?
She was Braille. She was the Braille. He got his seal on.
That nigga still in the corner.
Oh, so he was. What'd you say? He was painting. So what'd you say? He was painting the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I said he stole my virtue. We got time for this. Is the last video of the day, y'all.
You can't steal what you don't see. You gave it to him.
Right.
That nigga found it.
Over and over and over and over again. I gave it, 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 I gave again. I gave it, you know. Anyway, let's
Damn,
this
I thought
last
you was having
video.
orgasm.
I didn't know what that was either. I was nervous.
I thought that was the video talking. I didn't know that was
The
you.
Hispanics, 20 of them in one house. Black neighborhoods, while we fighting over who block that is, the Hispanics came in on the west side. They started with 20 of them in one house. Then they bought a house next door. Now it's 10 and 10. Then they bought a house next door. Now it's 5 and 3. And then we look up, they got the whole block now. We like, what the fuck going on? Because we don't want to work together. We so busy trying to be a boss on our own and don't nobody want to do nothing to help nobody. We fucking up the program. White people, black people. I told myself the other day, it just popped in my head. I said, I'm going to tell my kids they can stay with me as long as they want to.
Okay.
I'm not about to get to the
18.
And it's time to go now. You can live with me the rest of your life as long as we are putting a plan together for this family to be successful. We all going to live together. You know what the Hispanics do? 20 of them being one.
Now, he said, if we're putting a plan together to be successful, you can live with me as long as you need to. That's when you're working on a goal. My cousin, my girlfriend, my cousin, her daughter stayed with her till she saved up enough money to buy her own home. At 26, this young lady is a home owner, and I got to give it up. My baby cousin, same thing. They stayed at home till they was able to buy their own home. I don't see nothing wrong with if you're a respectable person and you got a plan together and you need to stay home or mom and dad before you get out there and get in that world. I advise everyone to own your own home, own it versus renting on apartments. You know, I did my stuff back because I wanted to get out so quick that I jumped in and started renting. If I was smart like I thought I was, I would have stayed home, bought my car, paid it off, saved money for a house and paid it off. So when I get out there in the world, I can have a real genuine running start instead of getting out there with the tank on a quarter tank of gas, trying to run up and down these damn roads. And you stop and keep putting gas in, step back, have to go back home, get the car, tow home, whatever. I'm using myself as an analogy as a car, you know, to half tank of gas or a quarter tank of gas. Go out there half cocked, and then you have to come back home to reboot and refuel. The last time I left home, I said I wasn't coming back. And I've been out on my own ever since. But if there's nothing wrong with staying home with your parents when you got a plan and you trying to get to the next level. I'm not talking about these lazy, trifling ass kids that just want to play the video game, that don't want to work, won't hit a lick at a black snake. We're not talking about those type of individuals. We're talking about the individuals that have a plan and have a goal in mind. We need to work together as a village so each one of us can see that child goal in mind. Is I'm so happy that these two young ladies are homeowners, single women, at their own home at 26 and 27. What? That do my heart good. And if everybody, man and woman, could take a page out of them children's book, because I know some men that got their own home. I had to give it up to my God brother Tony at his young age. He was 28, got his own home, bought his own home. So I got to give it to them. They stayed home. Their parents was behind them, made sure that they saved their money, knew what financial responsibility was. There wasn't financial ignorance or illiterate when it came out to bills, paying bills, balancing books. Them parents, my godmother, my cousin Deidre, and my cousin Reese Ann, they instilled some good stuff in them kids, and them kids was picking it up what the parents was throwing down. I just wish that all of our children could get that mindset or have that set or thinking in their mind, I want something out of life. I'm going to go get what I can get out of this life. I just love it and applaud.
Just woke up.
I'm sorry.
I was laughing at Philip waking up.
Oh shit!
Fell asleep.
I'm sorry.
He was snoring like I don't know what. He was
like a motherfucker. Damn, that shit feel good. Nigga need that.
Look, I'm about to get out here in a minute because I'm about to hit his appointment.
Go ahead. Who gonna start off this, Booba?
Booba.
I'm about to get off a minute. Well, I agree.
Where you gonna be?
What?
What you say? Say your opinion on this section, and then tell us where you gonna be.
Okay. Well, I totally agree with that. At first, I used to tell my kids, you live with us. This is not your house. But as I've grown and my daughter's getting older, and now I see, I'm like, okay, my daughter's now 20, and she have no plan on leaving right now, and I'm not pushing her out because she's doing what she's supposed to do. And like I told her, just what you just said. When you leave here, you will buy your house or start your business or whatever money we have saved for you to buy your house or start your business, and she saved her money. She's working at the public defender office, intern right now, getting paid, and she's also substitute teach. She's just turned 20. The kid already got her associates. She's about to graduate in Michigan, she's a junior. And yeah, that's her plan. She want to start a business, but told her we're going to get you a house first. And because a house is an investment. I didn't buy my house till I was 34. I just had my second child, and that's when I decided to buy a house, or when I had the opportunity to buy a house. Because prior to that, I was looking for a house for 10 years, me and my wife, but God wasn't ready for us to own a house then. We weren't prepared. So when it happened. It was a beautiful thing. But we wasn't prepared. But that's the right mindset. Once they get out there, own a home, why you think as a people we don't have much stake in anything? Because we don't own much. Everything we have is we're renting, we own somebody, we're leasing from somebody and making them rich, and not them, not us. That's the problem. So, I definitely agree with that. Get them, but like you said, don't have no kid just laying around talking about you can stay with me forever. No, nigga. If you're gonna stay with me forever, you better be preparing all your nursing stuff, because you're gonna be nursing this old man. So we're not doing that. I want to much prepared. As a parent, my whole thing, and as a parent, our whole thing is to make sure our kids be able to take care of themselves when they grow up, because we're not gonna be here forever. And I applaud your peoples on what they did. And I'm trying to move in the same direction with my kids. And you want to know where I'm gonna be this weekend? I will be at Moonlight Friday. Today Thursday. Okay. I'll be at Moonlight Friday, and Saturday I'll be there at Nightcap. Nightcap is the DC Law, Comedy Law.
Okay. You got the Nightcap boy. Contractor, what is your opinion? And
it sounds good, you know what I'm saying? But these kids want to do what they want to do. If you want your kid to be like that, you gotta put that in them when they in Pampers, and keep that in them, and show them the results of it. You can't be living in the projects on Section 8 telling your kid what they need to do and this and that, because most kids do what they see. So if you want the
right,
kids to yeah, that's why they say
I was agreeing with you.
More is caught than taught. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it should sound good, but these kids got their own identity. They more worried about impressing each other than showing my parent, oh yeah, I did this on the test, or I did this. They more impressed with being on Instagram, or I scammed somebody out of this, I'm scammed somebody out of that. You gotta teach and show your kids the value of themselves and the value of family and the family unit, so that way they won't really be concerned about outside influences.
Can I say I agree with him on that, and that comes I agree. I definitely agree with him on that one. You got to show your kids. And the thing is, like, another thing is that also depends on your relationship with your kids. Talk to your kids. I've been talking to my kids since they've been babies. A lot of people don't talk to kids. We might support these kids, buying them this and that, but you ain't know your kid. You don't have one kind. Can't remember the last conversation I had wasn't about some instructions you were giving them. When last time you talk to your kids? We don't talk. A lot of people don't talk to their kids. They talk at their kids. That's how some of us raised up. So that's why a lot of times the kids are always looking at you like you the op, because simple fact, all you do is come talk at me and not to me. A lot of us need to go back and remember where we were cerebrally at that age. You know what I'm saying? Whatever age your kids is, remember how you was. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us think just because we support them financially and got a household, that's not enough. Know your kids, and you want your kids to be successful. Pay attention to the kids. Look at the attributes. So the same thing you try to get back for, that might be an attribute. People used to say too much. I talk too damn much as a kid. He's like, "Oh, shut up, no, boy, talk too much." He just always talk. But I'm just saying, look what I do now. Look what I do now, though.
He said the same thing about me that I talked to.
But that's my point. You know what I'm saying? The thing, I missed out. I could have been a lawyer. I'm doing comedy now. I could have been some type doing some communication, been on television doing something. But instead of telling me to shut the hell up, you know what I'm saying? Obviously that didn't work. So here I am. You know what I mean? So pay attention. Sometimes those can be your kids' gifts. My daughter, my oldest, since she was in the 8th grade, I told her because she's similar to me, but she wants to argue. It's always a rebut. So I said, you know what? You want to be a lawyer. That's what it seemed like. Oh, we're going to go in that field because at least you can get paid for it. You know, you want to argue like that song, "Send her to law school." That's some real shit. And so since she got 9th grade, I told her, this is your trajectory. Now, if you find something along the way different, that's fine. But at least you'll be in the realm of winning. Pardon me?
I said, I'm going to cut you off.
What you say, Reese?
You put it right on in and contract this time. We wrapping it up.
Oh, I'm sorry, contractor. I'm about to get out of here anyway, but I'll just bluff him to him. That's all. Just add on. That's all. I'm sorry about that.
Thanks, bro.
Peace.
I love you, Booba. Freaky Friday is tomorrow. With your nasty self.
Yeah, I'm done. I was done. Yeah, I was done.
Okay, I gotta wake Phil up then. We gotta wake Phil and we gotta get Rodney's input. Lee scooted on out of here. You know, she didn't say nothing. Phil, what you got to say about that?
My shit real easy, man. I've been talking to my kids since birth. So, I done tried to instill in my kids, they, get out there and do your own thing. My kids doing pretty good, man. They in college. They want to get out here and do their own thing. So I'm not really worried about them coming back home. My son can't wait. Last thing my son want to do is come back home. Shit. Mm-hmm. So, it's all good, man. He can if he want to, but I know that's not what he want to do. He ready to get out there and do his own thing. So I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. Mr. Dad mentality.
Well, and everybody said the same thing. You got to start from the beginning. You can't, you got to be teaching and showing them from day one. Because if you're not doing that, you're not setting the right example. And I've always told my kids, man, these people out here fighting over neighborhoods, they don't own nothing. You know what I'm saying? Fight over something that belongs to you. Don't fight over somebody else's property. I mean, but my co-host Coach, he does this with his kids. So my kids, my rule is, as long as you're in school, you can live here for free. Now, if you're not in school, then you got to pay rent. And and that's my rule. And my son's 23. He still lives here. He pays rent every month. He's getting ready to go into the Air Force now. So, but he took his time. He did what he wanted to do. He got the studying that he wanted to go get done to make sure that he got the job that he wants in the Air Force, and did everything he needed to do to grow. So, and that's cool. And I'm okay with that as long as you have a plan, but you're not going to live in my house and not pay rent. That ain't going to happen. So, you know, and you know, I'm gonna miss him, and I'm gonna miss his rent payment. But you know, so you know but that's the good thing. So what I was saying, my other boy, Coach, you know, he started from the beginning, and what he does is every time his children turn 18, he takes them and they invest in a rental property. So he buys a property where they can have an apartment in there, and they're renting out other apartments. So if they're in school, then they just rent it out and they're making money for school. You know what I'm saying? But when they're out of school, if they don't want to come home, they can come home. Or if they want to stay at the apartment, they stay at the apartment. And to me, that's genius, because he's teaching them, because he does, that's what he does on the side. He's teaching them that, you know, make money. Like right now, you can make money off your apartment. You know what I'm saying? Or instead of going out here trying to buy a house that, you know, you're paying all this money for, make your house make money for you. So, you know, that's one of the things that he does with his kids. And I mean, it's a great thing. Sorry, my dog is going nuts. I guess somebody's outside. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, but you got to teach them from the beginning, and you got to show them. You got to show them how to make money, how to grow, and how to, you know, do business in the right way, and also how, you know, you also have to help them to grow when it's their turn to grow, whether they go to school or whatever the case may be. So, but as for me, you know, y'all can catch me on dad_mentality on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If y'all got a chance, follow. I did put that episode in the comments link of the one that we just did. And like I said, this week we're going to be talking about depression this week on Tuesday. You can always watch our show live Tuesday at 8 a.m. I put them out on Facebook and YouTube, so follow me.
I thought it was Monday.
Monday we recorded, but we actually posted as live on Tuesday for the morning commute. Okay. Yeah, but we record on Monday. Yeah, Monday at 7 is when we record. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. I think contractor wants your attention.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to speak on yesterday. I watched this show, but I didn't make it because I was texting you, letting you know what was going on. But y'all was talking about stealing jokes. What I do when I write my jokes, I recite them at home and record myself. So then when I go out and do the show, it's recorded again. So I got 2 receipts, one before the other one. So the nigga can blow up all he want. I'm gonna put my stuff on social media, and I'm gonna be the next one to blow because everybody gonna want to hear more from me. So yeah.
Okay, so you time dated Stan, but that's good.
Right.
Okay.
I do it at home on my own. Like as soon as I get done, the jokes I wrote this morning, I'm gonna record myself saying it, and then when I go to a show, I'm gonna record it again. So I got them same jokes twice. 2 receipts, one before the other one. So
you know what I do? I talk into the mic and let the computer because I type it out. But you know, time date. I do that. Yeah. I had a bunch of stuff written down. So that's how you got to protect yourself. But do any good if they blow up, and then look, I'll be a ghostwriter. I don't mind writing in the back.
Yeah,
but
I wanted to be a writer.
You can. I took my journal before my writing, turned it into a book.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to be a writer at first until somebody contacted me about being a writer, writing jokes. Doing she said a publishing deal or something. We're supposed to sit down then, because I felt like I ain't had a voice to do the jokes. But then after she called me, now I'm like, I'm having too much fun now. So I'm still gonna see what's up with her about writing jokes for mainstream comedians or whatever. But I think I want to continue to do. I mean, I could do both if it sounds good.
All things are possible. You gotta have strength and believe in yourself. Sometimes, even when nobody else believes in you, you got to believe.
That's when you gotta believe in yourself.
Yes.
It's true. You gotta have some thick skin to get out there as a comedian. You also gotta have thick skin to get out there, because a comedian, you're a target. You're gonna be the butt of other people's jokes. Other people gonna look at you and take you and try to make a joke out of you. We gotta have thick skin. You gotta ain't gotta worry about what nobody say or let nobody whatever ruffle your feathers and get out of your square.
I'm quick with it though, because Saturday this dude was trying to crack and he bit an apple, and then after he bit the apple, I said something and Phil was behind me, and me and the contractor all started laughing. And then I told him, he said he gonna use that in his joke. I said, that's cool.
So,
it's all kinds out here. All kinds of motherfuckers.
Roll with the punches.
It is what it is.
That has been our time. For when Boubacar mentioned something, I wanna mention, because I think I got the idea of what he was saying. This is what Boubacar said when he got off. I just want to make sure. He said we should do things like Congress, and if somebody's speaking and or after, they can then pass the more minutes to the next person to hold the time back.
You surrender your time to the you just surrender your time.
He said, like, if Phil don't have nothing to say, he could pass the next 2 minutes on the Boubacar or something like that.
There you go.
You'll remain the time.
There you go.
Or if Phil sleep, we can just go ahead and
exactly.
just take his time.
If Phil is sleep, let that nigga, if Phil is sleep, let that nigga sleep. Shit.
He was leaned back, got a little drool coming out of his mouth and everything. I was like, damn, Phil, you all right over there? It was good.
And happy to do it. Where my friends at?
Carlton, hey, Carlton's in the house. Deborah Hayes. All of you, let me see what Felicia said. Felicia is saying
all right, fam, I'm ready to bounce out of here. Peace out, y'all.
Have a good day, man.
All right, Phil.
We love y'all. Y'all read the comments. They responding to y'all. So y'all take at y'all leisure. Go back and read what the people say. Like Felicia, she said the parents have to want, to be willing, in order to guide their children in the right direction. We out, everybody.
All right, I gotta go upstairs and tell my wife I'm going blind.
You look, she want to give you some tobacco.
Like,
Miss Contractor got the book now. Miss Contractor got it. Yeah, she about to start reading.
Okay.
Yeah, she wanted me to show you. Let me know how you like it. She wanted me to show you this. Let me see.
Tell me what.
Then she got the book.
Okay. Tell her to call me. You got my number. Give it to her.
She watching.
Go tell her you going blind too, man. Go tell her that.
Krista,
you gotta help your cataract.
Oh, we already we play that game, act like she blind. So then when I get hard, I put a hand on it and say, what do that say?
Y'all know. It say good night, y'all.
Oh, yeah, so I'm doing it the wrong way. Okay, I got it now. Hold on. Yeah. You can't feel with your hand. You gotta use your mouth.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, she loved that show too. Try Not to Eat. So yeah, we gonna have to role play with that.
Y'all.
We out.
Okay, all right, bro.
Man.